Hi, and welcome to this demonstration of DisplayIt Xpress from Best Wave, the easy way to communicate. Deliver your message when and where you want. Use content you already have. We're going to do a live demo of DisplayIt Xpress, and our challenge is to set up, schedule, and play content on a display in less than 5 minutes. Let's get started. We've preloaded a copy of DisplayIt Xpress Media Player software on a small form factor Windows PC that's in our lobby and connected to a large screen display. We start it up and enter our email address for software registration. Since we haven't defined any content yet, what we see is a blue sky image with the Best Wave logo. We'll use the free management console to load content now. The DisplayIt Xpress Management Console is divided into 3 tabs. First, we go to the Add and Edit Displays tab. Here we click the Find button in the top left corner, and the software searches the network for compatible media players. When it finds one, it populates the settings for that particular media player, and we're free to change them if we want. Other type of player, other update methods. You can even update these with a USB drive if you want. We enter the user ID and password since we're using local or wide area network, and a default duration for our new playlist items. When we drop something onto the playlist, it'll play for 10 seconds. So now let's go to Manage Content. We'll choose our new display, and then right from the Windows file system, we can drag and drop new files onto the media area. We go to Monitor and Update, and our status will turn from yellow to green when the new content is on the media player. As you'd expect, our Tropical Island slideshow is playing on the display. Let's go back and add some more content. So let's go back to the Manage Content tab, select our display, and now we're going to add a PowerPoint to the mix. Here it is over here. We'll just drag and drop it onto the Drop Media Files area, and now we see it in our playlist. I'm going to highlight it and move it up in the playlist order. And then since I don't know the length of this PowerPoint, I can click on the little symbol right below the duration in the Properties area, and DisplayIt Xpress will actually open the PowerPoint, figure out how long it is, and put that duration in the field for us. Now that's one time through, so I'm going to change it to twice as long so the PowerPoint will play twice each time. There we go. Back to Monitor and Update. It's updating, and when the indicator turns green, it's done. Okay, looking at our display, there's our first 2 Tropical Island slides, and here's our PowerPoint. Notice all the transition effects in PowerPoint still work in DisplayIt Xpress. So if you can make a nice PowerPoint, you're halfway there. So let's go back to the Manage Content tab, and we're going to remove all the content we've got in there right now. And this time we're going to add some food related items. Pretend we have a restaurant. Again, drag and drop. Now some of these items are going to need some special properties. We have 3 breakfast promotions, and we want them to only run during breakfast hours of 5 a.m. to 10 a.m. So what we do is highlight each one in turn, choose a start time and an end time. And if you wanted it to run all day after a certain time, you could just choose the start time. But in this case, we want them from 5 to 10. This last item is a Thanksgiving promotion, so we don't want it to start until November 1st, and we want it to end on November 30th. So we set the start date and end date. Now the last thing we want to do here is add a clock to our display. And there's a little checkbox. We can include the date on the clock face, so we'll do that. We can move it around to any of these positions on the screen by just dragging its little icon. And then we'll go back to the Monitor and Update tab, and when it turns green, the display is updated. So there's our promotions, our menu, the breakfast stuff is playing, and we've got our clock. Since the clock works so well, why don't we go back to the Manage Content tab and add some more widgets. We'll switch the clock to a digital clock and take off the date and select a color. I'm going to use the navy color here, and we'll make it a theme throughout all the widgets. So we'll set the weather to navy also, choose the state of Arizona, and then within Arizona we can choose one or more cities, so I'll pick Phoenix and Scottsdale, the home of Best Wave. Now on the calendar, it's already set to navy, so we don't really have to do anything. And the last widget is text. We can put the text either on the top or the bottom of the screen and literally select our background, our text, our font, our color. I'm going to use navy text, and rather than a brown background, I'll pick let's say a yellow neon color. That should stand out. And we can set the speed of the scrolling text, numbers 1 through 10, depending on the speed of the little computer that you're using for your display. So we'll just type in some text here. Welcome to Best Wave. We'll add the date and the time. There's little icons here to do that. And then I'm going to put a little doodad in between those. And then why don't we click on a text file and add a news feed. And just like that, we've got all the different widgets in play, plus our original playlist with our content in it. And there we are. That quick, that easy. DisplayIt Xpress, the easy way to communicate. Download your free 30-day trial at bestwave.com. It really is just as easy as it looked in this demonstration. Download it and give it a try today.